a specific frequency to affect the way we behave. It's true with a specific subliminal frequency.
I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. And there was given him dominion and glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who may have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, what I want to get into today, dealing with how the wicked, will be erased. Okay, the wicked will be erased. Okay, and when you go into the scriptures, and I start off in Job 21 and 29, it says, have you not asked them that go by the way, and do you not know their tokens, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Okay, so the wicked, which we know the wicked is Esau Edom. Okay, he is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Okay, that this is the nation of people, all right, whom the Lord created to be the wicked. And as we, follow this man and how he moves, what he does, his past, present, and his intentions in the future, we know, okay, this is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. Okay, this man will always choose to do wickedness. Okay, over everything. This is what he's programmed to do. Okay, and he was programmed to do that, all right, because he served a purpose, okay, in prophecy, man. In which the Lord would showcase to his people, okay, what wickedness looks like unchecked. Okay, and it makes us to appreciate righteousness, man. The scripture speaks about us, being afflicted so we can appreciate the Lord's decrees. Well, our affliction, all right, is the main component of our affliction is Esau Edom, the wicked. Okay, and as the elect, are being sealed by this word, understanding righteousness, appreciating righteousness. Well, the Lord is finna get ready to dismantle, okay, the wicked. Wickedness will no longer be needed. Okay, the wicked nation of Esau Edom will no longer be needed, okay, in the earth, man. All right, and this man's been reserved. The Lord has allowed this man, to run amok, from the Renaissance period until now, so the Lord can showcase his power. Okay, so we have to understand, all right, everything that we're seeing happening, is a build up, to the Lord to showcase his power. Okay, it says, then shall the wicked, back in Job 21 and 30, then shall the wicked, it said that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him for what he have done? And we're declaring, this devil's ways to his face. And we're telling him that the Lord, all right, is gonna repay him for what he's done. You see? So we'll play a part, making the way, or proclaiming the judgment that's to come for the wicked. All right, and this man will be erased. Okay, when you look at the book of Psalms 37, I believe it's 37, is it 25 or 35? All right, Psalms 37 and 35. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Okay, So this devil, has been rooted, okay, as the rulers of the earth. And what has he done? He has spread wickedness everywhere. Okay, the whole earth is corrupt under this man. Okay, it's confusion, rebellion. Okay, all under the guise of Esau eating the banner of Esau. Okay, well the Lord, allowed this man to spread himself throughout the earth. Okay, it says, yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. I sought him, but he could not be found. Man, the Lord's gonna erase Esau like he was never in power. Because guess what? That 1,000 years of captivity, we're gonna be enjoying the earth. Okay, he's he's gonna be under torment, and he's gonna be tortured every day, laboring. Only rest is on the Sabbath. Okay, but we're going to be enjoying the earth, man. We're not going to just be looking at Esau working all day from sun up to sundown. No, we're going to know what this man is at and exactly what he's doing. Okay, we're going to have systems that oppress this man. Now whether or not you want to pull up and hit the nigga with the whip yourself or torment him, or whatever. But at the end of the day, just like now, the elites know that there's systems in place that keep us oppressed. They don't have to come in and check on us. Okay, to them we don't exist. They doing all type of other things, man. In our kingdom, we gonna be enjoying the earth, man. Because this man's not gonna have any authority, any say so. Okay, he's gonna be like a dead man before he's even, he's just gonna be slave labor, man. Okay, and that's it. Okay. You see, verse 36 says, but when I looked again, they were gone. Though I searched for them, I could not find them. Okay? So this man, there's gonna come a time, when he's removed from power, no say so. All right, he's gonna be out of sight, out of mind, working, and then eventually he's gonna be eradicated from the earth. He's gonna be exterminated. Okay, the wicked will be exterminated, man. The Lord is gonna wipe away any trace of wickedness, all right, that this man has established, man. And that's why it's gonna, judgment's gonna be so heavy, with the return of Yahushua, man. Okay, let's go here to 1 Corinthians 7:31. It says, and they that use this world is not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Okay, the fashion of this world passeth away, man. You see, everything that Esau Edom has established has passed away. So we use this world, we still got obligations, we got our, daily bread. Okay, we have, things that we gotta take care of, to where we have to, get involved, all right, in this society to a degree. Okay, but we don't abuse these things, because we know this world is fading away. We should be tapped into the world that's to come. All right, the world of Yahushua, the age of Yahushua, man, which is going to be forever. Okay, but everything that this man has established in his empire is going to be wiped away. All the accolades that people get. We're not going to be talking about somebody who won the Nobel Peace Prize in Esau Kingdom, the Grammy or Oscar, best-selling album, and #1 blockbuster movie. We're not even going to talk about those things. Sports Hall of Fame, these things this shit ends here. Okay, the things that people dedicate their lives to achieve, those things are not even going to matter in the next kingdom, because it's all rooted in wickedness, man, and folly and rebellion. Okay, and Yahushua is coming to wipe away. He coming clean slate. Okay, let's go here. We always get this in the book of 2 Peter 3. All right, this is 2 Peter chapter 3. Okay. All right, it says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. That's the nukes. And the earth also and the works, okay, that are therein shall be burnt up. Let's get this word works. Alright. Works is ergon. Okay. In the Hebrew, in the Greek is ergon. Alright. It says business, employment. Alright. It says that which one undertakes to do an enterprise. It's the point. Any product, whatever, anything accomplished by hand, art, industry, or mind. Okay, anything that this kingdom has produced. Okay, a baddie, a young nigga, a street nigga, a Miss Independent. Okay, anything that this man has produced. Okay, alphabet. Okay, anything that this man has produced, a transformer, any of these things, man. Anything that this man has produced, Islam and Christianity and all, anything that this man has produced is going to be erased out the earth, man. Okay, he says any product, whatever, anything accomplished by hand, art, industry, or mind, an act, deed, thing done, the idea of working. Okay, so the act, the deed, all is going to be erased, man. The nuke's going to erase all this, and that's why we're dead to these things now, man. See, we're alive in something that's we're being made alive into something, a kingdom that's gonna be eternal, man. Okay, we're becoming more dead to this temporal kingdom and more alive in this eternal kingdom under Yahweh Shai. Okay, the Lord's finna wipe this man clean out of here, man. Okay, every statue, every museum, every infrastructure, there would not be one Edomite infrastructure left in the kingdom, man. Okay, everything is coming down. The earthquakes are gonna, these skyscrapers, man. All of it is pure rebellion and witchcraft, man. Okay, there won't be one highway, nothing left for this kingdom, man. Street sign, nothing. Okay, let's go here. We can end it. Let's get in Isaiah. One of my favorite ones. I think it is 65 and 17. Yep. This is Isaiah 65 and 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come to mind. Okay? So the Lord, alright, is getting ready to create a new heaven, which is a new rulership. Because heaven can mean, the spiritual realm where the Most High dwells and the angels. Okay, it can mean the atmosphere, the Shemayim. Okay, or it can mean a rulership. All right, in this context, this rulership is going to be destroyed, man. The infrastructure, from the policy to the infrastructure, is going to be destroyed. And the new heavens, all right, is going to be, all right, the elect of Israel. Okay, and the new earth, the earth is going to be refreshed. Okay. The earth is going to be cleansed. It's not going to be in this condition, the state that it's in. You could be feeling bad, sick or whatever, down, and you say you have a good night's rest. And what you say, oh, I'm waking up feeling like a new man. Well, you're the same person before you went to sleep, but it's a new feeling. So you're in a new state. Okay? The earth is going to be in a new state. Okay? Under the rulership of Israel. Okay, it says, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. We're going to get to enjoy the creation forever, man. Okay, because Esau is this man, he's in the way of any true enjoyment of the earth, man. You can't just be with this nigga, man. This man is in the way of any true enjoyment of the earth, man. The Lord is going to eradicate this man. Okay, and we're gonna get to enjoy the earth forever, man, and beyond. All right, said, but be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, all right, and her people a joy. Okay, and we look forward, to the day that wickedness is erased. Lord will. So That was the point, Lord will, you brothers. All right, and you sisters edified. Till next time I say shalom. Kwam Yashala, Abba, soon, shalom.